So the Batrachomyomachia, which basically means the frog and mouse war, is a brilliant epic tale. And it's a rollicking tale of friendship and betrayal and battle that would be alternately cute and horrifying and entertaining and amazing in any age. But in fact, we don't know when it was composed. It's long fascinated me in many ways, from its great humor to the obvious joy the author infuses into it, from the very real, interesting ways it plays with the great Greek epic called the Iliad. Now, the Iliad, it's a product of an oral society. They didn't have writing, and the Iliad has no single author. Later ages just couldn't imagine such a long, wonderful epic poem without an author, so they ascribed one to it. They called him Homer. The Iliad was really the product of a great tradition of hundreds of bards who performed it and many other poems over hundreds of years. But this Batrachomyomachia, by contrast, it obviously has one single author, because we know from its language that it was composed in a literate age, an age when they had writing, an age of writing that was hundreds of years after the Iliad. But ironically, we don't know who wrote the Batrachomyomachia. Whoever they were, they obviously knew and loved the Iliad, because so much of the Batrachomyomachia comes from the Iliad, the glorious names like Crumb Snatcher and Pufferthroat, and those arming scenes, and how they repeat themselves, and even the wounding scenes, and so much more. But it also comes from folk traditions, the animal tales that we have that are called Aesop's fables. Aesop is another person who may or may not have been a person. It's another ancient Greek author whose origins are rather murky. But that's all about scholarship and history. This Batrachomyomachia is so much more than that. Translators, they're known for inevitably being betrayers. They have to leave things behind because they can't get everything that's in the original. But they do also add things. And Stalling's brilliant verse translation, complete with a hilarious but learned introduction and really helpful appendices, it's just a model of how to bring an ancient work to life in a way that is true to both ancient and modern audiences. And Silverstein's illustrations, they're just wonderful. They're priceless, but you'll just have to see those for yourselves.